4 games in 7 days. We won all 4. That was our goal, and I understand it's not an easy goal, and it's going to be harder as we continue. And I want them to stay humble through our wins, just because I know we can be better. It's tough love. They want to hear the truth. They told me they want to get better, and so I'm going to hold them accountable when I feel like they can do more.
Missing Gabby tonight, what type of adjustments did the team have to make?
We talk about next woman up, and so Kiah got the start. She started with us last year too, so it wasn't anything I think that she couldn't handle. She did an excellent job tonight, playing heavy minutes, but Gabby did a phenomenal job of being probably one of the loudest people on the bench. So yeah, she wasn't out there physically, but she was constantly talking to her teammates, encouraging, seeing what she saw, because that's what we need every game from Gabby, is to be our leader, and she did that. Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
You mentioned that this was your 4th game in 7 days. Now that you have a couple days before your next game, what are you looking to work on, either overall or out of this game?
Rest. We are tired. We are tired because, again, we didn't have a great start. We lost our vocalness in the first quarter, so I wasn't really happy with that. And when you're tired, the first thing that goes is the mind, and they stop talking. So we found pockets tonight of when we were very, very connected, because we kind of pushed through. But I need to see some rest. They deserve it. 4 games in 7 days, and the emptying the tank mentality, I saw a lot of consistency there. But this game was really, really tough. Credit to Connecticut. They play hard. I mean, they talk about emptying the tank. They empty the tank. They fight. They're super physical. I love their game plan. And so just, again, credit to Connecticut. But for us, we really stuck together. We played for each other tonight.
And how did you overcome that less than ideal start?
Yeah, got into them a little bit. Got into them a little bit, and then also just letting them know what does go. Their mind went a little bit through fatigue, but then I said, hey, this is a great challenge for us. They took on the challenge. Yeah.
All right, gonna go to you,
Kenzo, what's going on?
Hey, Natalie.
What's going on? Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Missed you last game.
Sorry about that. I didn't travel.
It's all right.
Over the last 7 games in this win streak, you've held opponents to an average of 68.8 points. What have you liked about the defense during this win streak, and how have you kind of seen it evolve over the course of the season?
Yeah, I liked our second quarter. I didn't think we came out attention to the detail in terms of the game plan. We actually did the opposite, and then we kind of found our groove a little bit into the second quarter. So really good holding them to 6, because we were very connected. We were communicating. So just now we just have to find consistency in all 4 quarters. And for some reason our starts, the last 2 weren't, our best. So we're definitely going to look back at the film and see where we can get better.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kenzo.
You mentioned communicating and wanting to see more talking. Like, what specifically are you guys communicating during the game?
Coverages, right? KYP, knowing personnel, knowing the game plan. They didn't start out vocally really well. But again, the accountability, that's when I saw Gabby talking in huddles. Kiah was talking in huddles. V jumped on people during the game. We're seeing that come to life every game, because you can see the comfortability with them of holding each other accountable in very aggressive ways. We need it. And so that's what's really nice to see from V and Gabby, is coming out of their shell and just kind of vocally saying it with a different tone is what I really like.
How much of that comfortability is just because you guys have had a year together now? Like, last year everything was so new, and you guys have had just more time to just be together.
Well, Gabby's new, so I think it's more the character of who they are. They want to play for each other, and so with that, they listen to each other. So when you talk about communication, you say talk, half of that's listening. I think now we're doing a great job listening to each other, and we're receiving things really quickly, and I think that's where we're improving at. Yep.
You had 42 bench points tonight. How helpful has that depth been? Playing 11 players, 10 have scored, not only in this 4 games in 7 days, but in this season overall.
Huge. Again, you heard my pregame, right? Of like we intentionally, our front office and our staff, want out to get a roster of 14 players that could play. Again, I felt us getting injured last season didn't help us in the playoff run. Us and medical met too. We had a lot of conversations of like what's really going to work, especially with this season. We have the World Cup, so that adds a lot of time. So that means more time together. That means a lot of players are going over to Worlds and playing. What does that look like? It's a completely different season. So we thought about it, we discussed it, and strength in numbers was going to be really, hopefully, as we continue to go, as our advantage. And that's what we're seeing right now. So right now it's working.
All right, Kenzo.
Oh, question 2, Kenzo.
Question number 2.
Love it.
Wanted to ask you about some of these slower starts. Obviously, you got the win tonight, but there have been a couple of these slower starts the last couple of games. I guess what do you kind of make of that?
Yeah, teams are really physical with us. And so, they are human. They are getting fatigued. This travel is no joke when you're flying. For us, even for myself, I get dehydrated very quickly. So it's us trying to figure out solutions with the flight. And then we had an hour bus travel to Connecticut. So we don't take these things lightly. We really try to be intentional about how we're thinking about things. So, Kenzo, I would say it's on me too. Like I got to figure out how to do a better job of how to get them ready. So I'm going to look back, probably going to have a lot of conversations over these next couple of days because we have a couple of days to rest. So when I find out, Kenzo, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, Ashmere.
Hey Natalie, on the positive side, 7-game winning streak, could you just share a little bit about what that means to you and the team and just pulling that off in those short game span that you just said, 6 games, or 4 games, 6 games,
Yeah, 4 games in 7 days. No, the positive, obviously, is we won all 4. That was our goal, and I understand it's not an easy goal, but I have to also get them to understand like it's going to be hard, and it's going to be harder as we continue, and then preparing. Hopefully when we're healthy for the playoffs, we're trying to prepare. So that's what my thought is like, hopefully I don't sound negative, but I also want to be honest with them. And I want them to stay humble through our wins, just because I know we can be better. So that's where my tone is coming from. It's tough love. They want to hear the truth. They told me they want to get better, and so that's just my mindset is like, I'm going to hold them accountable when I feel like they can do more.